Hi guys, how you doing? Just want to give you a quick weekly video update. Got my notes here. A couple things I want to talk to you guys about with the class. Good job on the discussions, those of you who have been keeping up with them. The Liberty City video, it's something that my students actually found in a class where we were actually going to Liberty City, Miami Northwestern High School to do some community engagement work down there. And I asked the students to research Liberty City. Find out a little bit about it, and they found this video, and it just blew me away how raw, and many of you mentioned how raw and real it was, just having the speakers, not actors, just talk about their lives. So I thought it was an interesting video. I enjoyed it. Thank you for your comments on the video. The informative project is coming up. You have one draft only for this project. We have shortened the schedule because of Hurricane Irma. One draft only, which I'm going to grade a little bit more leniently on than I would if you had two drafts. So don't stress over it. Get that informative project going. Some of you had trouble getting a partner to get back to you. It looks like some people have just decided to go solo on this project, and if that's the case, then fine, go with it. Do whatever you have to do. If you want to work on this project solo, that's fine. Let's see. Let me give you a quick pep talk. I noticed that several students in the class right now, you can check your calculated running grade weight average at any time by clicking on My Grades. I noticed several of you are not doing very well in the class at this point. I suspect that a lot of that is because of the interruption of the course with Irma and the weekly course schedule. We had to change things around quite a bit, and I know in an online class that can be very confusing. This week, the weekly course schedule is pretty much accurate, so you can be back. We'll be back on track with our weekly course schedule. But the main thing is just make sure that you've kept up with all the discussion forums. Those of you who posted discussion forums after I already entered in a 0, I went back and gave you full credit for those. When the discussion forums are due, I go ahead and grade the ones that have been turned in, and I mark 0s in if somebody is missing those. Now, you can still do these for full credit. But I'm just concerned that a lot of you guys are missing so many discussions. Also, number 1 assignment was the blog assignment. If you did not enter your blog link in the assignment Dropbox, I have not graded it yet, and that right now is a 0 for a major project grade. That's a problem. Some of you, even once or twice, have emailed me a link, and I cannot open it. I can't grade it if I can't open it, so please be sure to send me a link that works, that goes to your blog. Also, some of you are so far behind on discussions that it's affecting your grade. Please get caught up with your discussion forum posts. You can turn them in late for full credit. This week, let's look ahead. Unfortunately, this is one more week where we have a lot of work due, catching up a little bit from Irma. Now, I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed, so let's prioritize. Thank you to Pair 4 and Pair 5. You guys have posted discussions 16 and 12, which are the next two coming up. And again, I apologize. I had to move the order of the discussions around. But 16 and 12 are the next ones due. Thank you so much, Pair 4 and 5. You did great work posting some things for us to comment on. But of the 5 discussions we have due this week, that's a lot. Normally I like to have 3. The 5 discussions we have this week, the ones that the pairs posted, you can put those as the lower priority. For now, you can go back and do those next week or over the weekend when you get to them for full credit. But please focus on discussions 13, 18, and 19. Those are the 3 discussions you really need to do this week that are most important, especially number 19. Number 19 is to post your draft for your informative project so that we can peer review it and have your classmates give you feedback on. So that's what's coming up this week. You've got 5 discussions, but really 3 of them are the most important. And so work on your informative project. That's also extremely important. I am sending out early alerts for those students that I think grades are looking pretty shaky right now. An early alert is not any kind of punishment. It doesn't mean that I have any less regard or esteem for you as a student. It simply means that it looks to me like you might be struggling or behind, and it's just a little wake-up call to get you motivated. What it does is it sends a message to your advisor and hopefully your advisor will contact you and let you know what you're missing and how to make it up, so that you can get back on track and get that grade boosted up higher. I will be available to do everything I can to help you guys succeed in this class. If you've gotten just a little bit slightly behind, don't worry about it. Because of Irma and everything, I'm allowing everybody, as I said before, 100% full credit on any late discussions all through this whole month. So please, please, please get caught up as best as you can, as soon as you can, on those discussion forums and get your 100 points on each one. Also, if there's some issue with your blog, I couldn't open it, or you haven't put it in the Dropbox yet, please do so right away. And don't forget your writer's memo. Your writer's memo is worth 10 points on your blog assignment. And of course, on this upcoming assignment, the writer's memo was even more important. First draft writer's memo, because it lets me know, especially if you worked in teams, was the work divided up fairly? In case there are any issues, I can make sure that your grade gets the reward that it deserves, and that if others are not contributing, that they are penalized. So teams, please work together, stay in communication with your classmates. I realize this is an online class. Many of you have differing schedules. Many of you are loners and you just have trouble working with others. But please try to bond and make this a good experience. Collaborative work in the real professions, in the real world, is a very important skill to have. And so if you develop that in this class working with others, it's great if you are working as a team on this second informative project. If you have to go solo, you can do it. But I really look forward to the teams presenting. It looks like all the topics you came up with for your informative projects are solid. I'm going to be learning about some organizations I've not heard about before, so I'm very excited to see what PowerPoints and Prezis you guys come up with. One last point, if you're doing PowerPoints, Google Slides is a good way to work together collaboratively. It's also a good way to share it with your instructor in your class. It's easier for us to comment on your project. So Google Slides, I recommend it if you're doing PowerPoint. Okay, that's enough chatting for tonight. I hope you guys have a good week. Please email me if you have any questions or issues. I do have a few office hours which I posted last week for this month here and there. And you can just call me on the phone when I'm in the office if you want, and we can talk. You can always email me also. Okay, have a good week. I'll be in touch. Bye.